Okay, cool. Okay, everybody, we've been getting some great feedback around the concept of printing from our Google Drive, both on the iPad and the MacBook Air. This is going to be a multi-part series, so I'll try and label them and debug one issue at a time. This is just an intro to printing from Google Drive on our MacBook Air. Next, we'll do some printing in another video from our iPad. So when you go to print from Google Drive, one of the first things to recognize is that there's a couple different types of files inside of Google Drive. This file right here is a Google Doc. I can see it's a Google Doc because this blue square with the white lines, that's a Google Doc. It opens up and it looks just like a Google Doc. You can see, I have my Google settings up here as opposed to like a real Word doc. Now you can see the other kind of file is got this W. It's actually a Word doc that's been uploaded to the Google Doc. And these things act differently. When I open this, it opens up in a Google Viewer because inside of Google, you can't edit a Word doc. You can only view a Word doc. Okay, so since this is actually a Microsoft Word document being viewed through Google Docs, there's a couple ways that it behaves. Number one is you could open it to get the full view of it. So you can see it opens up like this. One nice feature is that it does open up this sidebar here, and you can close that sidebar by clicking that button, but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is printing. If you are in the viewer and looking at a Word doc, and you try to print, say, from your browser bar up here, not a good idea, and I'll show you why in a second. Google is viewing a Word doc through the Google Viewer. So if you want to print, you should print from the Google printer, which is this print button here. You see what it'll do is it'll generate a preview and it'll say, oh, is this what you want to print right here? And you say, yeah, that's what I want to print. That looks great. I'm going to hit cancel. Because if you try to print from here by going up to the Chrome browser or any browser and going to File, Print, now you're trying to print through your computer's print viewer and not the Google print viewer, and it's going to generate something that looks like this. Well, that doesn't look anything like what I wanted to print. And if you try to print that, it's going to print out on multiple pages. It's going to be totally crazy. So don't use the browser. Use the print features within Google. Now, what I prefer to do myself is go ahead and open the document up like we did and have it right here, and then go to either the print feature here or print feature here. So that is the step one. Make sure from Google Docs that you're not printing from the browser, you are printing from the Google features. Same is true if you're in a Google Doc versus a Word doc. Inside the Google Doc, right there, go to print, and it'll generate a preview right there. Okay, I hope this helps. The next step will be managing your printer.